Test, test, test. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ooh, we looking crazy. That's all right. Get this off the screen, man. Oh, all right. Let me zoom out. Yeah, we're too close. We're too close, but we're here. Man, hey, that took a minute. We're back though. Let me get the chat pulled up real quick. Yeah, we're live. We're live, man. Hey, this probably isn't going to be, a super long stream just because of the time that it is. I know we're starting late. And tomorrow will probably be very similar if we do a show. And then, Wednesday we got the roundtable. Thursday we got preseason action, so we'll be live for that. And then post-game, we'll be on Bleacher Report. So, man, rest of the week, we're booked. But it's going to be a lot of night streams. And tonight and tomorrow night probably going to be kind of late. I saw my man in the building. He said, go to sleep. Yo, I was driving home and I was like, man, do I just skip this and maybe do something tomorrow? I was like, nah, let's just go live. I just got back from football practice. I just got back. So that's where I was on like the border because by the time I leave, I don't have the information to do a show. So I have to kind of wait until after practice, but then it's super late. So it's a weird in between. And obviously I wasn't there. I wasn't in New York today for that. Are they doing it in New York? I don't know where they're doing it. I wasn't there for the Giants thing, so I was just taking notes. And a lot of this, honestly, I'm going to be reacting to this with you guys. So if you guys have seen clips and things like that I'm missing here, man, link, tag me or whatever, like send it over. Be like, yo, you got to check this thing out. You got to check this thing out, man. This is fire. I'm like, all right, let's check it out. Because I just saw today that they released the unofficial depth chart, which I don't know that we can actually fact check that that's ever been like even sort of accurate to like anything. I don't know, honestly. I know we always react to it, but I don't think it ever really means anything. But we're going to react to it again because I've like quick glanced, couldn't tell you really anything about it outside of seeing Davenport on the starting list. So we'll look at that too because I'm curious maybe there's anything crazy on there that just, that's going to be fun to talk about. Outside of that though, man, how y'all doing, man? Appreciate y'all joining. Giovanni's in the building. The first chat. Mo Norris laid the truth out. That hit could have been worked into this title. He working on a special teams role with that hit. Yo, so that's okay. So I saw that clip. It was all over social media. I don't think someone sent that to me. I think I just saw the clip. And at first I was like, oh, dang, who is that? Like that dude lit him up. I didn't recognize, the number because, it's weird. Like you're still getting used to those things. So I didn't know who that was. And then, of course, as soon as I pull up the Lions roster, Of course, it's Mo Norris that absolutely lit that dude up. Of course, that's who it is. So yeah, we're gonna find that clip because apparently there were some scuffles today. All right, scuffle is like the key word. Like this time of year, scuffle. I'd never use scuffle outside of training camp, man. As soon as you get to training camp, scuffle is a thing. Okay, actually, I'm gonna pull this up because we're gonna start with this. This is how we got to get the show going. Shout out. I actually don't know who this is through. I don't know who this is through. This is one of these websites. I'll just go into different websites, finding stuff. They got music on. Stop it. Let me mute that. Hold up. So if y'all didn't see this is kind of hard to see. But you can see it's Mo Norris, and he was listed as a safety from one of the articles that I read. So I don't know if he was taking safety snaps or not. We talked about that, so I would love to see it. But he's in a slot here. You're going to see him. He's in zone coverage. He passes off his route to the free safety and then drives underneath. And by the way, this looks really good. This looks really good by him. Outside leverage. Quickly reads that, finds the drag really quickly across the field. What is that? Is that the back out of the backfield actually? Yeah, he found that quick. He found the back splitting out quick there. So good vision, steps in front of it, cuts him off, and then bam, just lit him up. He just lit him up, and then he was hyped too. I didn't even know he was hyped. Lit dude up, knocked the helmet thing off. Hey, the unfortunate thing about this though is the new, and you guys probably have more information than I do. So I saw that Terrion Arnold being evaluated for a concussion. I don't know if we have any more updates on that. So if you guys have anything, man, let me know. I saw that happened. Apparently, he took a really hard hit from Andrew Thomas. I think it was that hit. I saw a hit, and he stood up and stuff. But, I guess he got evaluated for a concussion, which the concussion protocol is annoying. But the good thing is like where we're at right now, he's going to have plenty of time. We don't need to see him Thursday. It'd be cool to, but we don't need to. It doesn't sound like we're going to see starters anyway. And then Kevin Zeitler, and I really wonder about this one because I'm not sure how serious this is. Shoulder injury, I guess. But the most interesting thing as of now that I was able to gather was Michael Neese stepped in at the right guard position when Kevin Zeitler stepped out, which we did our Bleacher, and it's up there if you want to check it out. We did like our roster prediction, like my first one, and I had Michael Neese, and there was like, hey, should we keep Neese? And the real reason I end up keeping these was because I'm like, yo, he does have guard flexibility. I just didn't know if the Lions valued that or not. I just know that he has it. And the fact that they went to him first, I think says a lot about kind of the backup offense. I don't know how he performed, but I think it could say a lot about where they're at with Michael Neeson making this team. And then, of course, we had Sam Laporta not practicing today. So I think that was Jack Campbell, I guess, got beat up a little bit. His hand was bleeding. But outside of that, I don't think there was anything super serious. Our reporter's Jinx Zeitler with the stupid, how do you stay so healthy? Yeah, that's not a good question. It's true, but that's not a good question. The Underdog, hey, what's up, man? When's your fantasy league? So I actually hit up Rad for this. I haven't heard back from him. I was like, yo, Rad, you want to do a fantasy league? Because I want to see if you want to get on it before I just put one out. But if he doesn't get back to me, we'll just do it. We'll just make it happen. I would like to start it within the next week or two. I don't really know what the timeline is. I mean, as long as it's before the regular season, you're good. So I like to start in the next few weeks. But honestly, I'm not in a rush. As long as we knock that out before the regular season, I'm cool with that. The issue is the earlier I feel like you do it, the more people kind of like tune out of it because it's so far away from the regular season. So I'm cool with being patient, but I do plan on having a fantasy league, at least one over here. New old lineman hurt his shoulder. The Giants are scared of it. Yeah, so Kevin Zeitler hurt his shoulder. That's what I had heard too. I don't think we've gotten updates since then. So maybe, we'll learn more tomorrow because tomorrow joint practices again. And then I found, so wait a second. I want to talk about this real quick. This is a side note, but I just want to talk about it. And then we'll get into some of the notes that I read today. And again, if you got something, send it over. Like I want to hear everything that went down if I missed something. Ifeatu Melifonwu. So Dan Campbell said that, he could be an interesting he could be an interesting option in the nickel for them. And when he said that, or not the nickel, I'm sorry. Playing in the nickel role for them. And immediately I'm thinking, oh, big nickel, right? He could be like the big nickels when, that's what you typically think of with a guy like Iffy. He's big, he can blitz, he likes to play in the box. And I think that's actually what Dan Campbell brought up specifically is like, hey, playing in the box. And it's like, yeah, that's true. Because if Brian Branch is playing safety, which we know he is now, it does feel like clearly then the leg up right now is Kirby Joseph playing alongside Brian Branch, if that's the statement. I didn't hear the full thing, but if that's the statement, that's what it would sound like. And then we're trying to figure out Iffy's role, but that's a way to keep him on the field. It also can kind of play into kind of what C.D. Deuce did at times last year. Like when you put the extra defensive back, you went to C.D. Deuce towards the playoff time. It kind of plays into that too. It definitely plays into teams that like to play with 12 personnel, multiple tight ends, teams that split their tight ends out like we do, like with Sam Laporta, because now you can have an actual like tight end matchup piece. So all of that stuff makes sense. But thinking through it more, I'm super curious because I didn't see any of that. I saw nothing of that through training camp. So maybe this is like a new idea that they're like, hey, this would be cool. Let's try this out. Because right now, up to this point, it was Emmanuel Mosley and Amik Robertson handling kind of that nickel role, and it was Emmanuel Mosley first. So then they bring this up. Now, I don't know that would be – I'm trying to think. Like, say, for example, the team just came out, standard 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. I don't know that they would prefer to go like, okay, hey, if that slot isn't – because here's the thing, right? So you got the Giants. They have Darren Waller. I think he's playing this year. Like, if they're putting a tight end or splitting him out, it's like, okay, that makes sense then, right? But if you're using 3 standard receivers and you got maybe a – old school tight end, which most teams don't. But anyways, you're just using like a normal, typical slot receiver. That may not be the matchup they prefer. They then in that situation may still prefer Emmanuel Mosley or Amik Robertson. But I do think it's super interesting because I had to go back and look at some of the stuff that I said about Ifeatu Melifonwu coming out of the draft. And like I was looking at things way different then. But even looking at some of the clips, and then you look at his size, like, could this be possible? I think, yeah, like just a quick little, just for thoughts. All right, because I was like, oh, this is interesting. Let's just consider this for a second. How would this work, right? Because he doesn't feel like he'd fit, right? Ifeatu Melifonwu, 6'2.5", 200-plus pounds. Like, that doesn't feel like Brian Branch or Emmanuel Mosley. They feel natural. But when C.J. Gardner-Johnson, back when New Orleans was their slot corner, he was their, big nickel, if you want to call him that. That was the guy that they constantly put on the field, their best 11 on the field, and he played that role. And he thrived against the bigger receivers, especially in that spot. While he was shorter, they tested out extremely similar. 3-cone drill, 40-yard time was pretty darn tight too. Both of them had great 10-yard splits, even though Ifeatu Melifonwu actually had a ridiculous 10-yard split. Unofficially, he had like a 1.48, which is insane. Like, Enos, very quick, right? All the other guys have that in common. His was insane. His long speed was like average. It was basically average for Iffy, but we know in the slot that could be minimized because usually you're playing into some sort of help over top. So it's a very different role. I don't think of Iffy as that body type, like the small, quick dude that's going to be super fluid from that spot, but definitely playing the run and definitely blitzing from that spot. You'd get some of that back. Like that thing that you lose from Brian Branch being in the slot as a blitzer, I feel like you would get a lot of that back with Iffy being on the field as your slot cornerback, as a blitzer. And we know Aaron Glenn's aggressive. That's not going to go anywhere. That would be something that he'd probably do the best from that position. Now, outside of that, taking on blocks, that kind of thing, would he be the best against the run? Potentially. He could be potentially the best in run support because he was really, really good at run support last season. And like Dan said, he handled his business between the box. So I just want to pull up a couple. I went back because obviously he played corner at first before he moved to safety. But I wanted to pull up a couple of these clips that I saw. And these are crazy, okay? These are old. But just for fun, these are from, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. So hopefully you can, but you may not be able to. Yeah, these were from back when we drafted Iffy, and this was the hair was going crazy. But I pointed out like a few plays, and I actually, went back and tried to look at some of the 2021 stuff, and I can remember like immediately it hit me. It was like, oh, I remember. Like I love this balance. Even though he didn't press a lot in college, I love this balance. And that was like one of the highlights I showed here was the balance off the line of scrimmage. And the issue that Iffy would have is like vertically, he'd get stacked really quick. But he was long speed, he was fine. And he had makeup bursts. He would just get stacked quickly. But from the slot, it's like, you know what? That may not be as big of an issue, because he definitely is fluid. So I just think it's an interesting idea. And I'm super open to seeing it. What I'm trying to say is I hope we see this because I want to see how it plays out. And then, like I said, like the run defense stuff, I was super high on him. And I don't even remember that. But I was and I guess it makes sense because he was awesome last year whenever he played safety for us. But he was awesome against the run in college, too. He just played corner, so he didn't notice it as much. But it makes sense that those things translated because he could get off blocks, bro. I put multiple. Here's another one. Look, I had this one in here, too. I didn't watch this whole thing. But like this, bro, he was getting off of blocks in college. He was doing his thing, like right here at the bottom. So I'm just saying, I think it's interesting. That's a side note, but I think it's cool. And even like looking back at his numbers in college, he allowed his highest completion percentage between 0 to 9 yards. Like I say, he didn't press a ton, so there's a lot of off-man zone, those kind of things. But between 0 to 9 yards, while he lied the highest completion percentage, 18 receptions on 24 targets for a 90 pass rating, which isn't bad at all, within 9 yards. But also, he had his highest grade from that area too, and some of that underneath coverage as well. And we know that he has the length. So he's going to be like, he would be like CJ Gardner-Johnson in terms of CJ was like super physical and he body guys from that spot and he would blitz. And CJ was always like super fluid, right? But he was never like maybe the twitchiest, but he would body dudes. If he could have some of that, he'd definitely bring a different element, is what I'm saying. I just don't know that he'd be full-time, like, hey, that's our slot corner. It'd be in certain matchups, maybe that's the guy that plays that role. Definitely, team goes is moving their tight end all around. He gets on the field as the third safety. It's just a different way to get your best 11 on the field. And at times, that could take Emmanuel Mosley or Amik Robertson off the field for Ifeatu Melifonwu. And I still go back to it. The play that I had at camp, one of my favorites, was the pass break up on Sam Laporta. And I was like, whoa, hold up. That looked really good. So, I don't know. Side note, but I'm interested. I don't know if he did it today, but Dan Campbell talked about it. So, I'm interested. Okay. So, the secondary wasn't great. Apparently, here we go again. Hold up. 1 second. I got to get this off. I got too many things on my screen over here. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Secondary was great. So, man, I wish there was more notes on this because everything I was able to gather was like, okay, it depends on who you read from. A lot of these were Giants. So they said, he went 7 for 8 and 7 on 7, which I don't really take anything from. To be honest, if you're throwing a lot of incompletions on 7 on 7, you're probably not doing 7 on 7 right. Because at very least, at some point, somebody should get open. There's no pressure. Like, no one's rushing the quarterback. Like, you should have completions. Now, I've heard that Goff threw a pick to Bobby Okereke when they tried to go over the middle of the field, and it said that Daniel Jones went 7 for 8. They also said that Daniel Jones threw an interception to Carlton Davis, but I think that was in team drills on a curl route, which was nice to hear. It's like, okay, he's long. We know those things, so that's good. But they said he was 7 for 8 on, I think, on 7-7 drills, which obviously, you want it to be better than that, but there's some clips. So I'll show you some clips because I think these are actually from 7 on 7. Malik Neighbors apparently cooked today, which that's understandable. Now, okay, I wish I would have been able to see this because I would have loved to see guys like Enos Rakestraw match up against him. If you guys remember back to college, like Enos was awesome against LSU. He was incredible. So I would have loved to see like that. I think Terran was pretty good against him too, if I remember correctly. But I think Enos was like disgusting. It was like one of his best games, not his best game of the season. So I would have loved to see that. We had the Mo Norris hit. Sounds like their offensive line did really well, especially considering some of the players that they're missing. Now, if you watched any of the Hard Knocks on the Giants, man, they were like all in on investing in their offensive line. So I had heard like glimpses like, oh, hey, Marcus Davenport started a team drill with a sack. It's like, oh, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. But outside of that, like another Giants reporter was like, oh, there was no sacks. The play was never blown dead. And I was like, okay, so that's different because on 707, you're not going to get that. The play was never blown dead, but he did have to move around in the pocket a little bit, but for the most part, it sounds like their offensive line was pretty good. Why did that lineman not wear that helmet? See, okay, I don't know. Like, I hear that, I'm like, that's messed up. You're supposed to wear those. The one thing that I read was like, oh, well, his helmet passed like certain like restrictions or whatever to the point where they're like, you don't have to wear this. I don't know. I don't understand the rules behind it. I don't know. It's frustrating because everybody does wear them, but I don't know, to be honest with you. So for me, with secondary, it's all about – and, okay, so now here's the thing too, right? Here's the thing too. So 7-on-7, I mean, it's honestly like that 11 – I mean, you could still do like schematic – like so we had heard Fountain had a huge play today. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. He opened things up with a huge play. And then they're like, oh, yeah, it was a coverage breakdown. I'm like, okay, so that takes some things away because you're not just strictly winning one-on-one. Like, you had a coverage breakdown. No, that's football too. Like, yeah, schematically we have guys wide open at times last season. So there is that. Some of that's probably, like you're saying, timing, those kind of things, being on the same page. But then on the flip side, in man coverage, it's like, yo, are you just getting beat one-on-one? Like, there is that aspect too. So it's hard to gauge, but it sounds like they did pretty well. Slayton had a big play. Sounds like Hyatt had a big play. But Malik Neighbors was 8 for 8, I guess, when he was targeted. I'm gonna throw this on the screen, actually, so I don't forget. Let me see if I have the right one. I don't know what this was. This is like a highlight clip I found. The first one was just the fights. I was like, okay, this isn't highlights. This is just it's just them fighting. I don't know how this is highlights. Okay, that's got an ad, so I'm gonna go to that in a second. Then there was some highlights. Charles Harris. Yeah, Charles Harris is not on the team. I wouldn't worry too much about preseason. So I'm excited for preseason because we're going to get to see it. And I think the positive with preseason, especially for secondary, is going to be we're going to get a good sense of just like who's winning their matchups. That doesn't mean like when they say vanilla, like teams run different coverages. But I don't think that always means that maybe they're schematically preparing for a specific team. Like this team struggles against this, so we're going to do this. But you do run like who you are. Like teams don't just sit and man. Teams don't just like not roll their safeties. Like teams still move things around. But it almost feels like everything you're doing is more for yourself than what you're doing for the other team. It feels like that, at least how I take it. But pause. Hey, but at the same time, like that's where we're gonna get a really good sense of these guys straight up 1-on-1. It's like, hey, that's where Khalil Dorsey made a name for himself. Stephen Gilmore took the football away. Starling Thomas. Like you get a sense of guys just playing 1-on-1. So preseason, I think, is actually going to help us a lot in terms of just seeing how the secondary matches up with receivers. Because, to be honest, the receivers are – I mean, if Malik Neighbors is what we think he was coming out of the draft, he was one of the best players coming out in college football. He's incredible. So that's going to be a battle. So I want to see that. I want to see how our guys that faced LSU match up against him now at the NFL level. And, pressure and things like that will come into play too. So we're going to get to see – well, I don't know if we'll even get to see that, to be honest, starters-wise. But, like – depth-wise, like they got good. Darius Slayton's a very legitimate receiver. Wandale Robinson from Kentucky still in there. Jalen Hyatt apparently had some big plays today. Allen Robinson is one of their backups. I don't know if he'll play, but he's in there too. They got my boy Bryce Ford-Wheaton. So they have like solid depth. They don't have a lot of standout big names, but they have solid players. They got solid receivers. So Isaiah McKenzie, like they got dudes that have been around. Isaiah Hodgins. So I think that'll be the best part of preseason. We'll get to see what that really looks like. Sounds like our defensive line maybe didn't cook as much today, which I would have completely believed, especially coming off of the beginning of training camp. But then after the last like day or two, I would have been like, what, really? Like our D line was on one. Sounds like our offensive line did pretty well in terms of battles, like offensive line, defensive line, good back and forth. They said Illuminor had a good rep against Hutchinson. He kind of locked him out, which. If you watch the Hard Knocks thing, like that was their favorite offensive lineman in free agency, so maybe he's a dog. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Most of the Lions beat writers couldn't fly in because the airport grounded incoming flights. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, I see you, Perk. Hey, it's good. Look, Gibbs going to catch nothing but touchdown. So I saw today that, and I'm going to pull this clip thing up. I saw today that Baki had a touchdown in red zone drills. I don't know how he scored, but they said with the second team, I wonder if that was like a reception or if that was like a handoff because they said Hooker scrambled. They said in red zone, one of the things that read red zone was, that was the sack. So I guess not in team drills, but in red zone, which was situational, Davenport had a near sack, I guess. He had a near sack. And then the offense started off with the 20-yard touchdown to Jameson Williams, which those clips are everywhere, like the two plays. He's wide open. I think the 20-yard one is likely the one in the back of the end zone, which I don't even know what's happening in coverage. He's like toe taps, beautiful hands, and then he gets the toe tap. I'm like, dude, he's wide open. And then they had the big play, which I guess, I don't know if it was that play, but there was a play like he was waving back at the corner. Cordell Flott was trying to cover him. So apparently he had like his way with that matchup. And they also said that Baki had a touchdown. Sudfeld was the number 2 quarterback, so he was with the second team. Third team was Hendon Hooker. Sounds like, still a little bit off timing-wise. Missed a pass to Jalen Calhoun, but he did run in for a touchdown, which that's what we actually saw in the last training camp practice that I was at Thursday. I wasn't there Friday. But Thursday was him take off into the end zone. It was like, okay, they're using his legs a little bit. So maybe that helps him get comfortable a little bit. I don't know. I'm assuming when we see Hooker in the preseason, he may have to settle in by taking off. That might settle him into to a game. Did you see Sewell push that pile like a dozen guys after the I saw the memes for it, man, like what they say, Thanos or something. Bro, hey, the fight's crazy, man. But I believe it, bro. These dudes, hey, they want to hit, man. And that's the thing. We have so many dudes that are like hitters. Like, we have so many guys that you think of them, you're like, yeah, that's a hitter. In college, like, we got so many guys like that. So it doesn't surprise me. I wish Hutch would rush through blocks more instead of running around. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Aiden Hutchinson's go-to is typically a bull rush. Like, in general, I feel like he usually tries to play through blocks. So, and then he started to implement that spin move, which has kind of become his go-to. But I think also some of that, too, is, especially at the NFL level, right, they should, you have a scouting report, hey, this guy's going to set like this on you, bam, 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 so now I can work on that. And then offensive line will probably come in with something else. But at the same time, you get used to that, and that's where you got to set things up. Like, I feel like for maybe like the elite of the elite, but even the best pass rushers, right, they're winning at like maybe high 20% of the time. So it's like a lot of it also too is like, what can I set up off of this? So if I'm going to win this way, like I got to set something up to come back to this. But yeah, look, man, Hutchinson, he didn't really pop, honestly, to me in training camp until the last day I was there. I think it was last day. And Sewell apparently had a good day, through one-on-ones, which makes sense. I saw the Decker one. He did his thing against Kayvon in that one play. And then this, I don't know if have y'all seen this? I hope this ain't copyright. What the heck is it? Wait, hold up. Not this. Whoa. Bro. Wait. Okay, hold up. Let me reload the page. I found this page. It's going to go to the ad again, huh? Yeah. No, that's good. It's good. Okay. You know what? Let's not for a second. I'm gonna let that do its thing. Then we'll go back to that. Because this had like just random clips from practice. And the angle was awful. I'm sure they were doing that on purpose. I couldn't tell what was happening. So I was like, I don't know what we're seeing here, but you could see the result. So that was cool. And these are Giants highlights. Okay, to be fair, these are all Giants highlights. And then we got the Lions one. We'll check out those. Sounds like Brian Burns did his thing stopping the run. But then a Lions report said that Dave Montgomery had a good day, which definitely did not surprise me. They said the Lions ran the ball pretty well, specifically Dave Montgomery. That was one of the most expected things, to be honest, for me. It's hard in these to, I think, really evaluate that, unless the player's just standing out, and it sounds like Burns. He said he had 2 or 3 tackles for loss. But the flip side is Dave Montgomery was so good all training camp, and he's so consistent that, honestly, it doesn't surprise me that he was really good because, again, you just know what you're going to get from him. The Giants thing, the interesting thing there, and I think people are picking, is like, they were terrible in pass pro last year. So, if they weren't getting cooked by our defensive line, like that could be a problem, that kind of thing. And I don't really know what to do with that because there's so many things that go into it. Anyone that's tripping over joint practice needs to chill. And plus, bro, like if whatever I'm saying to you is just things that I've read, right? So just keep that in mind too. Like, what I report during training camp is going to be different from somebody else because we all have a different perception of what we're actually seeing, and we all catch different things. So just keep that in mind. Like, we're just seeing a lot of, like, headlines at this point, too, because I guess a lot of us weren't even there. I wasn't there. So, we're just taking note. This is just a teaser for preseason, all right? That's what this is. But, yeah, we had some clips here, and I was just going to walk through some of these because I didn't watch this whole thing, and then I'll go to some of the Lions ones. What else do we have from today? Okay. Yeah, we got the JMO ones. We'll check out those. I can't pause this because then that thing pops up. Okay, so they had like a little screen here, which again, I'm like, all right, that's fine. It's just this is screen. And this looks like 7-on-7. Yeah, this is 7-on-7. So you're going to get those. You're going to have those. This, like even a play like this, like that took a little while. Alex on the tight end looked like pretty good coverage there. I mean, I don't even know if he came up with the football, to be honest. He was struggling with that one. Like even look at a play like this. Like this is taking a long time. And that's why I said you can't get sacked. So when you get a play like this, like, yeah, it's going to count as a reception. But look how long he has it. Look, one. Okay, not that one. That's an RPO. That's not the play. That's an RPO. Like, that's out. That ball's definitely going to get out quickly. But I think it's this one. 1, 2, 3. That's normal. That's normal. 3-step drop. Alex in good coverage. This one. I mean, he gets at his top of the drop 2, 3. Receiver falls down. Carlton cuts it off, so they both go down. Now he comes back the other way, then starts to roll, then throws it. He's got about 5 seconds here. Like, at this point, here's the thing. No one even has to sack him here. If someone's just in his way, he can't roll that way and throw this pass. Now, someone came open late. I don't know what happened, clearly. Someone's wide open. That's Malik Neighbors. But, like, those, like, when you see that, you're like, all right. Alex Anzalone was mad about the holding and dirty play by the Giants offense. Good. Hey, Alex is a leader, man. We need him to be fired up about that stuff. Only 4 people from Detroit media, like 95% were. And that makes sense, too. I mean, I would assume it's probably the flip side, too, when they're in Detroit. But, like my man said, they couldn't travel up there. Where's your pink? Where are they? Oh, no. Oh, they're in my cabinet. Oh, wait, no, they're right here. And they're not pink, bro. They're purple, dog. See, people out here misinformation, man. I think these are purple. I still rock with these. Actually, this is kind of cool. I still rock with these. This is really noise cancellation now. This is crazy. We see a play like this. Like, again, I don't really know what to take from a play like this. This looks like, there's the crosser right in front of our linebacker. Like, I don't really know. I heard Jack's hand was bleeding so much. There's actually a clip of that. We'll see that clip. I'm going to scroll through the feed here in a second. There's actually a clip of his hand bleeding. So I heard that, and then I saw the clip, and he was just kind of walking off. It sounds like he was fine. Maybe he just cut himself or something. I guess you just rub it on your glove or whatever. Like here, a little hitch, like with Carlton. And again, what are the Lions trying to get done? What coverage are they running? Are they just going straight man? Probably not consistently. But it's also limited reps, too. So, like, even a play like this, and that's Neighbors, too. Neighbors on Carlton. Carlton will give up some space. Let's see. So, this is the one. This is the shot play. This was cool looking. I just don't know what happened here. This was Jalen Hyatt. Jalen can go. We know Jalen can run. So, yeah. Oh, right here. Was that right here at the bottom? No. That was at the top. Carlton Davis, right? Hey, and Carlton got beat over top a couple times. He got beat over top a couple times in training camp by our guys. So, that'll be something to keep an eye on, especially if I don't think we'll get to see him in preseason. It'll be something to keep an eye on here. They had this little crossing route, which this is one, looks like it's passed off to the safety. Or the safety had a yeah, I think it was. This is like a straight over route here. I mean, he just took off the line here. Wait, but why? See, and this is where I'm confused. Like, why was Kirby on him? This could have been one of those things like we talked about where our safeties roll down. They just straight up play man coverage. It could have been that. I don't know if that was him. Why is this Stinky backing out? Was that him running across the field on him? That was. I think that was Kirby. So, yeah, like we do things like that. Now, matchup-wise, I would hope, like, against some of their speed, we try not to do that. But we have seen the Lions do this in the past where, again, they'll roll a safety down. He picks up this a receiver and a man, and they just play straight man. Here they just run like a straight crossing route here on Kirby Joseph running away from coverage. I think, unless this was Brian Branch. Was that Brian? And then Kirby came across? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Who is that? Now, that's Kirby, bro. That's Kirby chasing him. So, because Brian's at safety. See, now it's throwing me off. Yo, how you feeling? Did I miss it? You didn't miss much, man, to be honest. We kind of just reading through, like, really the headlines. This looked good. I saw this play, man. Someone was in cover. I think this was Branch here. Branch had his man. He got on top of that. And then whoever this is. Ooh, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know. Someone's doing their thing, though. Someone's in their hip. Is that Enos? Hey, someone's running with somebody. What's Barnes doing in there? What's Barnes? Like, did you notice something I didn't? Or do you mean, like, there's Carlton sitting on a route and then they hit us with a corner route? That one, Brian Branch, is definitely a safety here. He's definitely a safety here. I'm fired up to see Barnes, man. I hope he plays a little bit in the preseason. I don't think he will, to be honest, but I hope he does. Because I was thinking about that today, bro. Like, if I put a list together of, like, the guys that I think are going to take off this year. Like, I was thought about this morning when I was driving. I was like, if I put a list together of guessing who gets extensions after this season, I think top of the list, like, and most certain that will get an extension, it would be Derrick Barnes. Like, I'm so confident guy's going to have a monster season. Okay, so these are team drills. Okay, I didn't notice. I did not see these yet. So now we're into team drills, man. They got some team drill highlights. The angles are whack, bro. And this is – so that's Pecco. This was the guy that kept throwing me off, yo. This was the guy that at camp I was like, bro, who is this guy? I think that's Kyle Pecco at nose. Just to make that clear. Let me see though. Let me make sure. Kevin Zeitler, the only one that really got hurt, and that's we don't want to lose Zeitler, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Hopefully that's okay. Concussion, like time wise, we should be fine there. Hopefully he's okay. Obviously, hopefully there's no like real damage and stuff like that, because that's not something that you want to get started with. So this would be. Let me pull my stuff up. All right, yeah. So see, I don't understand why they. It seems like they have Kyle Pecco listed as a different number. They don't list anybody as 96. So I think it's Pecco, but like for whatever reason, like none of the things have him listed. I think that's Pecco. I don't know. I think that's Pecco though, because I saw him in practice too. It's like, who is that guy? Because this looks like Levi, and then you got Jack Campbell. Is Jack Campbell on the line? Man, I hope we're not doing that again. I mean, we used him as a pass rusher a ton last year. I didn't like it. He couldn't get any pressure, dog. Like straight up. Hey, he's got to improve there. Maybe that's what they're working on. Yeah, because here, I mean, you got your center. You got Levi. Looks like he's playing a 4-eye, like shading that inside offensive tackle. Steps down to the guard. Yeah, you got Jack Campbell on the line of scrimmage. He's taking the tight end back, though. Not really. He's just handling the tight end one-on-one. He's on the line with him, though. I don't know. I don't ever love that, man, straight up. Like, I don't know. He got to start, like, bro. You got to start cooking there because we use him there a ton. There's some pressure. I don't know who that was. Someone came through late. One of our DNs came through late. Because, that's because it was slide protection. So, but, hey, one of our guys still got through. Was that Hutch? That was probably Hutch. Actually, looking back at it. So, there you go. Like, hey, that's a win, a kind of. It's late, but it's kind of a win. And then we had this. Don't know what happened, but it was Terran Arnold. That looks like he's working on slate. Hey, they got legit receivers, man. Matt didn't try Jared Goff. See, I didn't even look at those, to be honest. Oh, and then they got another fight. I don't know why these are considered highlights. Like, this would not be my highlight. I guess they were the most interesting plays from camp. Wow, this is actually nuts. What was this one? Was this the Alex? What was this? Yo, hey, y'all see Khalif in there? Yo, y'all see Khalif? Look at Khalif on the left. Hey, bro, they're going crazy. Look at this. Y'all see that? He was waiting for him. Oh, my. Hey, Khalif going crazy. Khalif's crazy, dog. That's one dude I would stay away from, bro. I would stay all the way away from Khalif Raymond, dog. Hey, who's this? Isaiah Williams getting at it? Okay, I see you as he's really getting at it. My goodness. And then Penei Sewell. Oh. This is the Thanos play? Hold up. No, this thing actually got wild, bro. See, I didn't watch these other. Oh, my gosh. Oh, they're going crazy. Sewell's going crazy. Hey, Sewell's a whole wrestler, bro. He looks like he's got to be on TV or something. He's just firing at everybody. I heard Peoples-Jones and, my goodness. Hey, hold me back for real. There's Hutch. I heard Peoples-Jones and Traquan were working with the third team today. So those guys are going to have the ball in the preseason. Like, just simple as that. I heard nothing about Antoine Green. Very excited because I think Antoine Green's looks a lot stronger. I think he's going to open up a lot of versatility. The fact that J-Mo was cooking today is awesome because, not only is he getting open, which is one thing, but we're converting. Oh, Mike, they put a fumble in here? What is this? Oh, he hit on the polar. Dude, we did that last year. No, that was New Orleans. They pulled their lineman, right? And then he like ran into the polar and they fumbled immediately. Yeah, that's what it was, man. The right guard pulled. I think he ran right into the football. See, that's a timing thing. Like, that's not. We got to get that out of there. Who was that? That was Duke Clemens? Wait, why would that be Duke Clemens? Hold up. I mean, that is Sudfeld, so it's the second team. I'm not sure what happened here. My boy fumbled, though. I don't think he got the snap off that good. That might have been the issue. Oh, no, that's 62. Oh, that might be Michael. Yeah, that's Michael Neese. So okay, so hold up. This isn't the second team then. Is it? Was he playing with both? Maybe he played with both. I don't know. No, that's Goff. That looks like Goff. Yeah, that's Goff. That's the second. That's the first team. That's Michael Neese pulling. Okay, see, that makes sense. Maybe he got the snap late. It didn't get out fast enough, but it also could have been just off timing. He's playing right guard, so that would make sense. Don't act like y'all did something, though. Calm down, man. I get it. While Stafford made Kenny G look crazy. I don't know where Galladay is, man. I didn't see any of that in training camp. And it felt like everyday Lions were doing something different, like run game wise. I don't remember seeing any counters in camp. But yeah, we got a counter pull here. I like that. Oh, this is our highlight. What are y'all talking about? Hey, Monty cooking. Hey, I like you, Giants. I appreciate you putting this in here. I was expecting this to go horribly. This actually went really well. Look at the blocks, man. Pulling Michael Neese. See the down blocks here? Look at, hey, Big Decker get up there on the linebacker, seal him up. Here comes Neese. I like this block here. Who's this? Oh, that block was kind of whack, actually. I ain't going to lie. Oh, that was Fountain. Fountain was doing work. Hey, if you're blocking two, man. If you're blocking two, we know. Hey, a receiver's blocking always stands out. He's out there blocking, man. Oh, okay. And then who is this pulling? Okay, so that's Neese. I noticed someone else here. This is a good play. I like this. That's a tight end. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that second guy through? Someone had a block here. Yeah, there's someone right here. Is that James Mitchell? I think that's James. Hey, that's James Mitchell. I see you, James. He got the outside. And then, obviously, Monty did his thing, but that's because Fountain was battling. I don't know if there was a hold or not, but... Woo, we see you, Monty. What? You a little skip? Okay. Hey, Monty doing work. I appreciate you, Giants. Thanks for putting that. We needed that. Because Zeitler was out. Yes, they put from what I gather, they put Michael Neeson in. The most interesting thing about that, it was not the most interesting thing, but because we did like a roster prediction, which is up by now. It's just up right now on Bleacher Report. Links in the community. You can still watch it. But I had Michael Neese making the team, and I thought maybe that would add some value. Clearly it does. So, here's something to look for in preseason. Obviously, the entire backup line battle, because it's something that's been very difficult to be like, who's actually doing what. But to see a guy like Michael Neese competing at guard position, like who's flexible, Sourcewell at tackle, those kind of things are probably going to be the highlight for me of the first preseason game, because there'll be a lot of things that we don't know that we might get our first step towards getting some answers. So here we got a Leem slanting through a gap here. What is this? I don't even see the ball. I didn't even see the ball here. It's kind of hard to see. We got Mosley in there. So Mosley's in the slot here. So I don't even know if he was playing that today. Maybe he rotated into it a little bit there. Mosley on the backside. I can't really see who's on the front side. We've got Hutch handling the tight end. Short run there. Looks like Barnes on the Barnes will wrap up. That Super Mario pose. No, for real. He was feeling himself. He got out there, started skipping. Boom is right. Staff made him look good. Oh, this was a fight. Okay, that makes. Oh, snap! I saw Kirby coming in. What happened here? Wait, why did a fight start? Oh, snap. Yo, y'all see Thomas start chasing him? Bro, what happened? Thomas got up. Oh, is that Davenport? See, I think Davenport might have got into it with somebody, because he would have been on that side of the run. Yeah, he would have been on the opposite side of Hutch. Started chasing somebody. Wait. Did Davenport start this? I didn't hear anything about this one. Oh, it's going on right here. Davenport just got in the mix. Nah, these dudes are just going at it right here. Someone's already on the ground. Right here. It's got to be one of our DTs. I just saw Davenport start walking over there, bro. Then Kirby flying in. I don't even know who that was. That dude's still on the ground. That was like a nose tackle thing. I mean, it gets nasty in there, bro. People are grabbing and poking and stuff. Hello, Dose. When do you think we'll see an update on injuries today? I would think tomorrow, because I'm assuming we'll hear from Dan. So I would think tomorrow, honestly. I think we'll hear tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get a great injury update, especially on the concussion stuff, because that might just be protocol. And so it might just be that. The Kevin Sutler thing, though, hopefully we'll get a good sense on that. You heard it was Levi? Oh, okay. That makes sense. It would make sense that would be Levi in this play. I mean, there's like two dudes still. That looks like Anzalone. That dude looks like Duracell. Maybe it was two people in on this, because it looked like they're already. Oh, right here, I paused it. Levi was going at it. He put this dude on the ground, I guess. I don't know, but the run still went well, so that's not great. So they got latched up, but it looks like Duracell's in on that, and they were getting into it. Maybe while he was standing up, they were kind of grabbing each other. And then, you like to see the team get, Kirby, no hesitation, bro. My man was in there. Yo, okay. Fights are crazy, man. It's that season, though. What we got here? Another RPO? All right, we're going to have to see a lot of that work, which is good, because if you guys remember last year, Tampa Bay, hitting us with RPOs. That was a challenge. It was like, how are we going to handle that? And they hit us with a big one, and then we kind of took it away for the rest of the game. We had to make some adjustments. But we got a Meek Robertson here, and Meek's working with the second team still, so it seems like Mosley's still the number 1 slot. We got a Meek. Is that Pascal or was that Davenport? That's Pascal, I think, because we just saw Davenport. So according to the unofficial depth chart, yeah, that is Pascal. Unofficial depth chart, Davenport's DN1 right now over Pascal. So that actually may very well be true. Here he is on the backside. And they went right behind. That's CJ Moore, I think. Or right in front of CJ Moore, yeah. CJ Moore's still 38. Throw me up with all these number changes, man. Yeah, right in front of him, man. Quick hitter, bam. Also, oh, well, Barnes was out there. Well, I guess Barnes is kind of second team off ball, though. Barnes ain't really a starter for off ball linebackers. So, yeah, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's going to be exciting to see because obviously you have the zone that's played out by the RPO. Everybody's going one direction. Everybody gets pulled with that. And then you hit him with this backside slant, bam. Linebacker's already shifting. CJ's got to react to that. Now you get a lane. There's Brandon Joseph stepping down on it. And that's Wan'Dale Robinson, who is incredibly quick. Is that Wan'Dale? No, that's not Wan'Dale. Who is that? Actually, I don't even know who that is. I actually have no idea who that is. I thought that was Wan'Dale. I thought that was 17, but it looks like an 87. Who I probably don't know who that is. Oh, that's Isaiah McKenzie. Okay, yeah, that makes it. McKenzie's quick, too. He's super quick. So that's going to be fun to see. Stuff like that, man, because we need that. Need all 22. Facts. That'd be awesome. Hey, a little more first-team action here. Okay, it looks like they held up pretty well in pass pro. I ain't going to lie. That was good. That was good on this play. And, look, they got legit tackles. Like, obviously, Andrew Thomas being that guy. He probably saw a lot of hutch today. But Illuminor, who was a free and signing, they said he was the top of their board. So they invested a lot in their offensive line. But there are guys missing. Would you say Evan Neal is a bust or got to see more? So it says he's on the pup right now, but oof. Here's the only thing. So was it Andrew Thomas that took a long time to kind of come along? I think it was Andrew Thomas where it was like year 3 or something. He kind of popped. Let me see if that's right. I think it was Andrew Thomas. I think it was like Andrew Thomas, like year 2 or 3 he popped. Is that right? Like it took a minute. And we've seen that, like, offensive line, I think, is a little bit different. In fairness, I think offensive line can take a second. So I think it's fair to, like, because we usually do see, like, year-to-year improvement. Like, you think about Penei Sewell, he's got better and better. Offensive line, like, typically, especially high ones, you do see, like, kind of, I feel like you see, if they're going to get there, you're going to see a more direct curve to, like, it's going to get better and better and better. So far, though, I would say absolutely a bust. And I can remember coming out of that draft, like, people thought the Giants won the draft when they got Kayvon and Evan Neal. But as of now, like, the fact that they wanted a tackle and they said, like, yo, we need a tackle, I think you would classify that as a miss at this point. It's definitely a miss at this point. It wouldn't be the first one. I mean, he was a freaky athlete, and obviously you had, the Jets. Mekhi Becton had, like, the monster huge tackle, and that one didn't hit. Offensive linemen are supposed to be really safe at the top, but as of now, I'd say it's a miss for sure. It's just tough, especially he's on the PUP list. Like, this would be the year to take off. I don't know how serious his injury is. All right, so we got a lean working a 3. We got to see, we're using pure nose tackles, too. We got a 0 technique. Going head up. Who is that? Is that Pecco? I think it's Pecco again. Pecco's definitely working with the first team. He's getting those reps. He's getting the one-on-ones. It looks like Pecco. Yeah, that's Pecco. And who is he working against John Runyon? I think that's John Runyon, who is a Packer. So they're going to be kind of familiar. Lee McNeil there on the 3. Because he's got to play the B gap to A. And to try to reset. Aleem works though, bro. Like, you see that little spin counter? That man just does. This rush does not die. Steps up a little bit. Pecco feels like he's disrupting a tad. There's a little bit of disruption just from the couple clips that we saw, which is nice. I don't know what happened here. Got a missed tackle there. Was that Strickland? If he stepped into it though. If he looked like he was at safety. Here's first team again. It's like 7s. There's Hutch. Hutch working on the right tackle this time. Hutch did his thing. Got a little push there. That's Illuminor. Okay. Sleeves threw me off. When I saw sleeves, I thought that had to be Evan Neal. Man, we're about through this. I'm sorry. This is interesting though, because I haven't got to see a lot of it, so I'm like kind of interesting. How has Mosley looked? from what I remember seeing of Mosley at camp, I actually thought he looked pretty natural in the slot. I thought he looked really natural. I mean, his run defense definitely showed up there. I want to see Mosley as a blitzer. I want to see what that translates to because I know he's got the aggressive nature to do it. I also want to see how he takes on blocks. I remember he did that stuff good at wide corner, but it's really, for me, it's Mosley's kind of similar to Meek in a way where I want to see how fluid it is. You know, I don't want it to look really choppy from that spot. So that's what I'm curious. They got the hand in the dirt. What we got working the interior here? That's Pecco again. So we got Hutchinson. So this is that bull rush that we were talking about. Boom, got up on him, plant, digs himself in, tries to drive him back. We got the anchor set up here. See, Hutchinson's so athletic, though, bro. The way he, like, skipped through that. And then we got a shot. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's the nasty one they were talking about where they said it was incomplete. Is that the one they said that was incomplete that was complete? No, that actually isn't. Hey, Pecco's being disruptive, though. He's pushing the pocket. Like, for contain reasons, obviously that's something, you know, that could become a problem, but they'll probably just be aware of that. But he is changing directions laterally. He feels like he's moving guys, and he's taking two with him. In the long run, that should be beneficial. This is nasty. This is that crazy one. If he contested it well, and I don't think if he was manned up, unless he was in the slot and he was one-on-one with Malik, he could have been. I definitely don't think he probably wasn't. This is nasty, though. And he got his feet in. Ball did bobble, though, a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. He got his feet in, but I don't know if he got the hands down. I get the feet were in. But if I'm looking, man, I don't even know if that's a catch straight up. He got the feet in, but I don't know if he's got control of the football. Unless I don't even know if he's got control of this football, though. Because right here, it bounces up. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. I can't really tell. I don't know. What about Matthew Betts? I didn't notice Betts a ton at camp, to be honest. But I'm excited because to see it. Oh, goodness, another fight. I'm excited to see it because did someone spray water on somebody in there? Hold up. I got to see this. Yep. Yo, it's Rakestraw, bro. Okay. You know what? They were doing this at our camp, too. Players were pouring water on each other when something would break out. Here we go. I was like, bro, someone sprayed water. He pulled him out of there. Rakestraw just pouring water. That's fantastic. All right. Okay. Shoot, I don't remember what I was talking about, to be honest with you, man. How much, but yeah, and I think we'll notice him in preseason. I think Betts will flash in preseason. He's a freaky athlete, man. We'll notice him when they just let him play DN and get after it. Betts had 4 sacks today, according to Private Detroit. Okay, I did not hear that, but that's incredible. He had 4 sacks today. Man, Betts had the MVP of that day. Then he went crazy because they couldn't have got that many reps. Well, that's awesome because true or not, right? Like Betts playing more DN, he's gonna play really fast. You're gonna notice him, especially against backups. I would bet on if Betts is playing like third team preseason, he's gonna cook. Betts is gonna cook if because he's gonna out athlete some of these dudes, man. I really believe that. He's gonna do some work if he's low on the depth chart in that first preseason game. I could be wrong, but I don't think I will be. All right, let's see what this next one is, though. What is this? Okay. This little handoff. Hey, they blocked that up well, though. Dang. Who's this getting blocked up? Someone got blocked up big time. Someone got latched up, man. Who is that? One of our backers? Yo, why does this keep... Okay. I don't know who that is. Oh, now I know. Nope, I don't know. I don't know. They blocked us up good, though, here. And the thing is, Lions were stuffing the run in practice, man. They were handling business against the run. That was the thing that... Well, not really... I shouldn't say that. Second team and third team was. Maybe not as much first team. But I think that goes to the depth. Like, guys like Pecco, you know, are handling business in there. I don't know who this is. This is a mess here. It's one of our defensive linemen, maybe. That might be a Leem. That might be... No, that wasn't a Leem. I don't know who that was. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Bro, there's Levi. There's the Levi one. So maybe that first one was out, or maybe Levi got into it twice. These dudes just keep fighting, man. Oh, there's big Broderick. Stat. My man hit his helmet off. All right, this is the last one. A little outside zone. Maybe a little stretch. No? Who was that? Was that Jefferson? Who's on the line here, though? Just because we have the clip, I'm curious. So we have... That looks like Duke. Wait. That's not a 60. How is that 65? The other guy's 65. That's not 65. Who has that long hair? No, that's Kingsley. Kingsley has hair like that. That's probably Kingsley. Yeah, that's Kingsley. Kingsley's at center here. This would be second team because it's Sudfeld, unless they were rotating, but I heard they were second team. So Kingsley's at center. So that's a backup position to watch. I don't know who's at guard. Is that Betger? That's probably Betger at left guard, I would assume. At right guard, it looks like Connor Galvin's out here at right tackle, which is great because he only played left tackle in last year's preseason, so we need to see that. Maybe that's Yodi. Maybe. Okay. Looks like there's some movement there. It just got kind of messed up on the front side, man. There's some movement there, though. Okay. I don't know if that one's like a highlight for the Giants. There was some movement there for sure. Yeah, that was Dan Skipper was in it. Wait, where was Dan Skipper at? Dan Skipper at left tackle? Yeah, Dan Skipper's at left tackle. Hey, yo, Dan Skipper, bro. Hey, Dan Skipper always finishing plays, dog. Yo, left guard today was Jake Burton. Was Burton playing? I mean, I'm sure they all saw snaps at some point. But this looks like, I mean, because this could be your full second team offensive line. I don't know. I think Michael needs to probably be your backup center, though. They're probably just rotating, man. But I do want to see Connor Galvin get some right tackle. I want to see what that turns into. Because this looks like KO'd right here for sure. That looks like KO'd for sure. And then, yeah, this is a 78. So that's Bedger. Okay. First look at Bedger. First clip at Bedger. Okay. There's some movement there, man. There's some movement there. I want to see what that turns into. But you see Peoples-Jones is out there with that team. Dan Skipper is a big friendly guy. Hey, that made nuts. I heard our former guy, Jonah Jackson, got hurt is week to week. I heard that too. It's unfortunate. I did hear Jamar Jefferson was balling. Yo, so last live stream we did, it was nothing about what he was doing in team drills because I didn't notice really anything there. It was special teams. And, like, my big takeaway for Jefferson was, like, bro, they love this dude on special teams. Makes a ton of sense that they keep him around. Jefferson is always there in the offseason program. Honestly, a lot of times he does make the 53. He just doesn't stick around. He ends up getting let go, and then he ends up back on the practice squad. But he sticks around. I think they love his energy. They love his versatility. That dude works on preseason, not preseason, and special teams really well. And he plays on a lot of different units. He's active. He's a playmaker on special teams. I don't know how he cracks the actual 53. But in terms of being useful on special teams, they seem to love him there, man. The coaches love him there. Just want to see Mahogany. Same. Do we have any updates on Mahogany? Or is he still on the NFI? Because I don't know. Maybe there was something Friday that I missed. Like I said, I wasn't there Friday. I was sick, bro. Friday was a mess. Hope Big Dude recovers quick. Facts. Dan Skipper, offensive weapon. Reader won't play into preseason. Good. Good. If anything, like, I don't want to see. I want to be hyped when I do see it in the regular season. I don't want to see it now. I don't want to see it. Because all you're going to get is people like, ooh, he ain't that good. He ain't that good. Like, nah, I don't want to see. Hey, let him surprise everybody. Let him come in and it's like, back up. Who's that guy? Still in the NFI. Man, I don't know where he's going. Like I said, I wasn't feeling good, but, man, I hope he's all right. Because he's been on that for a while. So, that's not good, man. I hope he's okay. We had other clips on here. So, this was, I'm just going to kind of roll through these. They put clips on X. By the way, shout out to everybody's in here, man. It's like 11:15 Eastern. So, y'all are crazy, man. Appreciate y'all being here, though. Tomorrow will be late, too. So there was like this page. I don't remember whose this is, but they had an X page, and it was just like Lions tweets, and I was just kind of rolling through these. They had a couple highlights from practice. Oh, here we go. The Lions had one. Oh, no, I didn't see it. Stop it. Ooh, look at the quality, though. See, Lions, you got the same trash angle, dog, but the quality's fire. I can trust that with y'all. So this team drill, Shane Zylstra, first team. Telling you, bro, Shane Zylstra, I put him in my 53. Sneak peek, Shane Zylstra's making my 53. You saw James Mitchell have that nice block, though, I think. There's Shane. Penei Sewell doing his thing, working against Brian Burns. What a battle that is, dude. Because, like, we won't see it during preseason, but for those guys individually, like, this is an incredible D-line to work against. That ball was disgusting. So that, yeah, they didn't do that justice. There's a better clip of this. That looks awful, but it's there. And he was wide open. So we do like seeing J-Mo get over top. That must be the one where he waved. There's that spin move from Hutch. Okay, we see you, Hutch. Hutch is freaky athlete, man. That was Decker handling the one-on-one. There's the Monty skip. We just saw that. Who was that in coverage? Kendall Vildor making a play on the football? Okay, hey, I tell y'all, Vildor will consist, but you see the hands? Hey, he's comfy, man. That was good hand timing, too. He's back with his old defensive backs coach, man. My man's he hit him with the box. You got put in a box by Kendall Vildor, dog. Hold up. I love that, actually. I want to see what Vildor looks like, bro. Vildor might be one of the biggest sleepers. Who is that on? I don't even know who that was on. Wait. I don't know who that is. I don't know. Houston? Who's Houston? Dennis Houston. I don't know who that is. All right, but Vildor is going to be a guy to watch just because he's comfy now. He's with his coach, and like he could always contest things, but if you make it play on the football, we might have some, especially in man, because he's built to play man. He's built to do that. This is the exact same clip. Sam Laporte didn't I did read that. I didn't read that out loud. Thank you for bringing that up. Did not practice today. They said he's hurt again. Yep. Hey, just let him take time off, man. We don't need him repping either. Anyways, it is good right now to have James Mitchell and Laporte and Zylstra, in my opinion, to get all the reps, because Brock's going to make the team because of his new deal. Like, he's not going anywhere. He wants to become all-round tight end. We get that, but he's going to make the team. But that is a real battle. There's a very real chance they don't keep 4 tight ends unless someone really shines on special teams, and Mitchell blocking like he is, maybe he does, or being able to play beyond tight end. But let them get the reps. Hopefully Sam's okay. It's just hard to gauge anything because it's so like far out. I don't really know what to say for a lot of those things. This was the one that I saw, and this ball's out quick. There's a good pocket. Speaking about their pocket, how about our pocket? Okay. Actually though, is this team drills? This looks like teams. Hey, we're locking up here. Whoever this is, they're locking up for first team. And I liked about this one is when Goff put that ball out, like, dude was already in the end zone. Right? He was already in there. But look at this. Hey, this catch is nasty. This catch is he's wide open, though. I don't know what's happening in coverage. Like, I'm looking at this. Are they in cover 2 and he split them? Not really, because there's no one even back here. I don't know what they were in. But this catch is beautiful. The hands for this not to be a body catch, the focus, the toe tap. J-Mo's on one, man. He's been on one all camp, bro. And then, okay, this was the big one. This is Cordell Flott, I believe. Slow down a little, but he's so open on the play. And yeah, that's where he looked back at him. Let me see this pocket. This is a good pocket, too, because Goff's stepping into this one. He's letting that thing go. And if we look at where he's throwing this from, 50, 40, probably close to his own 30. Close to his own 30 to about, what, that hit at their 10? 15, 10? Quick math. That's a lot. That's 60 yards in the air? No, it was probably close to like 50, 55 yards in the air based on how he kind of pulled up here. And that's why, obviously you want those balls out a lot faster. Because, again, that's a long way to throw a football. Like, so regardless of who you are, it's a long way to throw a ball. But also you see on this play is that J-Mo likely, because when this ball came out, he wasn't like he busted coverage like it seemingly immediately here. It doesn't seem like. Maybe J-Mo, like out of his break, just started to extend, and that's when he just starts to stride away from guys. So the ball can be in a throw. I mean, he's 5+ yards away from the guy. So he did point at him. That's disrespectful. He just stride away from him. No safety over top. I'm gone. You like that they're actually connecting on those. Regardless of how it looks, they're actually connecting, which is nice. There was another one on here, I think. Maybe not. Oh, no, there was. What is this one? This was St. Brown. Okay. There was something else on here, too. This was the Jack Campbell hand thing, so I did see this. You could see his hands all bloody. Jack Campbell's a dog, though. He said that's how it is at Iowa. So, yeah, I think that was actually the only clips they had on here. Okay. I thought there was more. Wait. Here we go. Oh, this was the play. Guys, does anybody know? Is this the play where he got the concussion? I hope not, because this is, like, messed up. This is messed up. I don't know if it was. I'm not going to say it was. This is actually a nice view, though. Dang. How are they allowed to post this? I don't know. Hey, okay, real quick, though. Side note. What do I love about this? I'm seeing this immediately. First thing I love about this. So, it looks like we're in a 2-4-5. I was trying to see. I don't see a third D lineman. So, we're in, like, your 2-4-5, it looks like. Right? So, you got your, 2 down linemen. 1, 2, 3, 4. With Jack at your mic, Alex at your will, and then you have you're allowing Davenport to stand up, which I always liked him more with his hand than dirt. So I was curious to see if they would do that. They're having him stand up here. He can do it. I liked him more with his hand than dirt. They have him standing up. There's the jet away. There's the shift. They pin down block Davenport. Okay, look, there's no chance he's getting to this because this was a toss. So he's probably not going to be able to make a play here. But I will say, with a play like this, and he's inside the tight end, which is interesting because if you look at where the D tackle is, where's the D tackle at? Aleem McNeil's in like a, is he in a 0? We should have another D lineman out there. Yeah, we don't. Okay. Whatever reason, it looks like Aleem McNeil, bro. He's in like a 0 or a 1 technique. So obviously Davenport can't go to like a 9. There's just too many gaps to fill. So he's like really straight into that C gap. It looks like Jack's handling the B gap. But what I like about this is that we would see, like with New Orleans stuff, he would blow these plays up. Like I put multiple plays like this where they would try to pin down block and he would still just blow it up. He's a little bit too far inside for that to really be a possibility here. But you do still like he's still going to blow this thing up. Like that's what he's going to be a disruptor back there. At very least spill these plays. He's not going to be able to force this, but he can spill it. So then you get to your force player, which becomes Terrion because he's out wide. He's your force player, forces this thing back inside. So he's doing everything he can to force it. There's the puller, so he's got to get out there. He forces this thing, and that's why he takes the shot. Okay, but I don't know if this was a concussion play because it could have been. He may have hit him helmet to helmet right there. Because Terrion stayed on his feet, man. But yeah, he did his man. I don't know. Because he's forcing this. Then you got your alley player here with Kirby. He's got to light him up. He spills it back out, and he's spilling it right back out to Terrion. I don't know if that was a play. I hope not. I hope not, man. But, I mean, I guess it don't matter. What is this? What's the red flag for? What is it? Oh, that's not a flag. What is that? Wonder if that was a play. I don't know. That looked rough. He took that thing head on. That looked like helmet to helmet for sure. Hey, yo. Chat. Hey, this for real us, though, bro. You try to get all the takeaways you can from these clips. What is this one? Oh, nice. Okay. Ooh, this is difficult. What do we got here? It looks like. So we got Davenport standing up again. Got on the edge. What do we got here? Who's that corner? That's Enos. So Enos working with the first team? Because we got Enos right here. His receiver stayed in the block. What is this? Looks like Iffy picked something up late here. I don't even know what's going on. It's so far away, I can't tell. I think... I don't even know where this guy's coming from. Is that the running back? No. Where's that guy coming from? He's got to be coming from the opposite side of the field. Just racing across. Right here. Dude, that guy is literally appearing out of nowhere. I'm so lost. I don't know. So if he's tracking that thing down, Alex is underneath it. Let me just watch Alex. Maybe I can't tell. Here's Alex. So you bite down the play fake. So they're doing all this zone read, bro. They're going to hit us with a lot of RPO read option. There's the read. He decides not to hand it off. Now everybody's sucked up. They're going to have to drive back out of it. There's the play fake. Running back's open. Alex still races back underneath. There's the makeup speed we're talking about Iffy. Iffy's makeup speed and length should help. And the ball doesn't go out. And he's forced to throw it away. That was nice. I can't see what's going on in that play, though. Oh, my goodness. I like that, though, because we're going to see that in that game, man. We're going to get tested there a ton. All right. All right, I think that's everything. What is this? Locked in. Oh, he's driving to New York. I see you. Okay, okay. Hey, he said that he had a lot of posts over here, too. Hold on. Let me go to Colton's page. Let me go to Colton's page, because Colton said that he was... Let me follow Colton. I see you. He said that he had some clips up here. So let me see. He might be lying. I don't know. This is the first round pick. Okay, we saw that one. Oh, he recorded that. Okay, I think we saw all of his clips. All right, Colton, we see you doing work. What is it? Oh, here we go. Nice little one-on-one. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's super copyright. Look how low Aleem is, bro. Yeah, he just. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was disgusting. That was immediate too. That looked like some college stuff. He's working on the left guard. That looked like some. Yo, that looked like some college stuff, bro. He just walked him back. Okay. All right. He got pulls up there too. Foul my man Colton, man. All right. Duke Clemens, number 2 center listed for Thursday night. So is that the unofficial depth chart? Let's look at that. I saw that. I haven't looked at it yet though. We looked at it. So I got this pulled up on Lions Wire. Shout out to Lions Wire. I'm gonna share screen this. We're gonna have to zoom in though, so this won't fit unless there's like a full picture of this. I just have the Lions Wire version. Okay. This is. Oh, okay. That doesn't help. That helps a little bit. All right. I don't know. Can y'all see this? This might be hard to see. Is there an actual post of this? I feel like I almost should copy and paste this somewhere else. This is hard to see. I don't know. If y'all can see this, man, let me know. Anyway. I don't take this super serious, but this is the unofficial depth chart. So offensive line is as expected. They got Dan Skivers back at left tackle, which I think we can confirm. Michael Neese at backup center. Coyote at left guard makes sense. Ike Betker. So those guys, we're going to see both spots, I think. Colby at right tackle. So they listed him as a right tackle. Galvin right tackle, which is interesting because, like I said, he played left tackle. So now they got Manu, so they're going to just push him to right tackle. Definitely want to see what Manu looks like. They got Duke Clemens as a guard. Kingsley at center, probably because they didn't have enough spots because they're all basically backup centers. Because Jake Burton's now in here, and then they got Mahogany, who we just haven't seen yet. Mahogany to me is probably going to make the team, but we just haven't seen him yet. You can't see it. I can see it, I think. Man, see, this thing's tiny. Here, let me do this. Let me see if someone posted on X. Let me see. Maybe somebody posted it. Someone probably posted this. Yep. All right, my bad. Let me screen share this somewhere else. This looks terrible. I knew someone would probably posted this, man. This might be a little bit better. And then I could probably actually take this to its own page. Oh, now it's getting smaller. This looks better, I think. Not really, though. Why is this thing not, like, full? I mean, you know, it wants to be better. It looks a little bit better. I don't know. Why is it no, like, real zoom in? This thing's really making it smaller. Ooh, okay. That's actually the one I just posted is a good one. All right, we're gonna trust. Here with me. This looks solid. This is as good as it's been. Can I just save it? Maybe I can just save it. Magnify image. Whoa. Oh wait. You can now magnify. Oh no, we got it magnified. Hold up. Let me try that. Nope. Control to scroll up. Wait. What did you say? You said push control button and scroll up on your mouse. Okay. Control. Oh, you are crazy. How'd you figure that out? Okay, I got it. As long as this actually shares, I got you. Bam. Who said that? Who gave me the tech advice? Eric, you are a legend for that. Okay, we got it. Boom. So you should be able to see. I can't really make it much bigger than this, but I guess I probably could. But I won't be able to tell what's going on. Holy. Yeah, this is good. This is about as good as it gets. Yo, hey, Eric, you the man. This looks good. So, yeah. Offensive line, okay, we're going to see guys move anyway. People Jones, they got third team. They got Fountain above, it makes sense. They got Caden Davis at the bottom, which is crazy, but I get it. Parker Hesse's listed as a tight end with Sean. All of them are listed as tight end. We don't have a fullback listed, so they're just listed as tight end. Monty, Gibbs, Craig. They got Craig 3, Vaki 4, which fits camp. But we'll have to see because they got Jefferson below Knight. Technically, I think it's going like this. Don't know if that's accurate, but we'll see. We did see a little bit tonight, though. Those seem kind of back and forth, so we'll see. Defensive line, though, Davenport listed over Pascal, which by that one clip, that seems to be true. And I think it could shake out that way. I think we'll see him rotate. Kyle Pecco, second team nose. Yep. Wingo behind Levi, but in the same role. See, this is kind of weird because these guys don't play the same role at all. But they're just kind of, see, this is the thing. Like, they're just saying D tackle. I mean, like Reader's going to be your nose. They spread this out because they don't want to put them all in the same spot. But from that 2-4-5 look, it could just be two defensive tackles. You just won't see Wingo do what Reader does. Chris Smith, they got Pat O'Connor squeezed in here. Edge. Again, there's no Sam. They're just listing edge. So Hutch is listed the same spot as Houston, as Agood, as Betts, as Nate Lynn. So, yeah, there's just not a lot of specifics to this. Linebacker, though, as expected, because, again, they don't have a Sam spot, so they just have linebacker, and that's where Barnes is, not on the edge. Ben, they got Jalen down here. They got Malik. I want to see Malik pop in the preseason. Gilbert. Carlton, Rakestraw. Yeah, they got Carlton not with the nickels. They got him just as a wide corner, which from that clip we saw that. They have Amika above Emmanuel Mosley. I don't even know if that's accurate, straight up. I don't even think that's accurate, but that's what they listed. And maybe that's just for a talking point. That's interesting because I don't think that's right. They got Vildor. They got Vildor with the second team above Gilmore, which has been a kind of a battle. Safety, they got Branch and Kirby, which this is accurate towards the safety spot. So if this is all accurate, Amika above Emmanuel Mosley is very interesting. Now, contract-wise, that makes a ton of sense because one guy's 2 years, one guy's 1 year with, like, no guarantees. But from what we've seen, I think I'd probably flip that. However, it makes sense that if it worked out perfectly, that's how it would work out. Because then at safety, they got C.J. Moore. They're just listing Iffy as a safety, which, yeah, okay, that's right. CJ, and then Garnes above Strickland and Norris. But they are listing Norris as a safety, not as a nickel corner, which is super interesting because I've only seen him play nickel, but I've heard, like, oh, people have listed him as safety. I'd love to see it. I think that's his only shot to make the team. Long snapper, they got Daly above Hatton. Let's see if Hatton cooks. Hey, does Hatton go make a play on special teams? I want to see that. Punt returner is Khalif. They got kick returner as Craig and Dorsey. I don't even think I've seen Craig return a kickoff in practice. So curious to see if they do that. We know that he did last year. He was 26 yards per kick return with a fumble. Dorsey we know did as well. So that feels like it's based on last year. And then we still haven't signed another kicker yet. Okay. Traquan Alexander, Khalif. I'm not even sure what this is because they get slots. They put Kennedy in the slot with Isaiah. Calhoun, I guess Calhoun could play wide. J-Mo, Khalif, Saint. I feel like, okay, I guess it's fine. Antoine Green. They got Green separated. So, yeah, I don't know what they're separating this by, to be honest with you. I guess this looks accurate, though. Antoine Green above Alexander, above Traquan. That's probably accurate. Some of this looks accurate. The only thing that's weird to me is the Amik Robertson one, but they're kind of back and forth. They got Betts all the way at the bottom, though. My goodness. But accurate. Accurate above Agood. Where's my man Ukwu at? See, Ukwu's up here a little bit, and he's above Kaminsky. But Kaminsky he's out for the year, so keep an eye on Ukwu, man. I would say this looks pretty accurate to what we've seen in camp. Just there's no specifics. Like, again, Reader's not going to play what Wingo's going to do. But this looks pretty accurate outside of the nickel spot. And then kick returner. That kick returner thing doesn't seem to be right, but I don't know how they're going to do kick returns. I just haven't seen Craig Reynolds actually do it. Shane, though, above James, yeah. And then Parker Hesse, kind of just mixed in here with all the other tight ends. Williams or TK85. I think more likely to make the team. That's tough because Williams will return kicks, and Tom Kennedy's really never had a special teams role for us. So I would say more likely would be Isaiah Williams because he could actually add real special teams value, and he has done kick returner work. Me personally, I would lean Isaiah Williams, but Isaiah definitely has room to grow and polish up. Kennedy feels kind of polished, like you kind of know what he is. You know limitations, but you kind of know how he's going to win. He does. But to me, I would almost prefer a guy like Caden Davis over Tom Kennedy, but I don't know that the Lions would. Check out his stats from the 90s. I think they fell Safe with Bates as he had a good day today. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's good. I didn't hear anything about Bates, so that's good. I didn't hear it. I assume Friday he kicked. I don't know. Baseball players are told to retire as soon as gray hairs show. Okay, all right. Yeah, man. I mean, bro, I feel like we hit on everything here, man. We hit the unofficial depth chart. Was there anything else from practice y'all want to talk about? We hit about Iffy at the beginning. I'm curious to see that. Don't think we missed anything else, though. A lot of fights. They said one Giants guy said Lions DBs were beat consistently. Okay, we'll see. I mean, hey, we'll see. I mean, look, the starters, again, we don't know where that's going to go. But basing on the 12 of 17, it's like, all right. He had to pick the Carlton. 7 of 8, 7 of 7. I'm not going to put too much on that. I think we hit on everything. Any predictions? As of now, I would predict that. I don't know. What do I want to predict? I say as of now, I think we have a big kick return. I don't know who it'll be. I say Alexander has a big kick return. Let me go. Maurice Alexander has a big kick return. When will we see you again? Hopefully tomorrow. Probably still very late. And then, Wednesday you'll see me on the round table. I don't know if we'll do a show Wednesday potentially, but round table. And then third, because there's no practice Wednesday. At least not this, I don't think. And then Thursday, game day. How many fight you think happen tomorrow? Less. I think less. I think it cools down. I think everybody's like mad. They're like, oh, I don't like you. But now they'll be like, oh, day 2. Okay, we're chill. There'll be a fight that pops out, but maybe one. I see the truth. I know they won't have a big return. I know why they won't have a big return. Mo Norris, 8 facts. Mo Norris is going to light somebody up. That's my prediction. Oh, you mean for joint? I'll say joint practice prediction. Let me go with I don't know. I think a lot of things today were kind of as predicted. Joint practice prediction. I want to give you something spicy, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. Lee McNeil is a sack. That's not spicy. Lee McNeil is a sack. I have no idea. He's sick, man. He's on the non-football illness. I don't know what he's dealing with, but hopefully he's okay. And hopefully we get some good injury updates tomorrow. So we'll tell you how to get. Top 4 is still good. Top 4 is good. But we can do it. It's hot, competition, extra weight. Yo, hey, I get it, bro. But I don't know. Feels interesting at the professional level to have fights, but they're with the other team, right? They're not with like their own guys being around each other. I mean, we saw some of those, but honestly, like immediately with the Giants, bro, we just got dudes that are built like that. We just got dudes that are and it's Mo Norris. No surprise that Mo Norris starts a fight. Like it's really not. Like I mean, he hits somebody too hard. Like, all right, we got guys that are just like that in college. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. We got guys that are just like that. At first opportunity to go hit somebody, bro, we got too many guys like that. 64-yard. Ooh. Hey, that's what it's about. Especially outside, because, indoor he was really good at Ford Field. Everything outdoor would kind of get a little shaky, but indoor he was awesome. What time's the press tomorrow? Yeah, I don't know. I would assume in the morning before practice. So whenever practice starts, probably like 30 minutes before. 7:30 something. Let's just hope nobody pulls a Myles Garrett. Yeah, let's avoid that. Hey, man, we're going to end the show, though. Bro, it's 11:42 over here. We could do something in the morning, potentially. If I get, like, news before I have to leave, we'll do something. But I would aim for probably another late show tomorrow. Probably similar thing, just react to what we saw. If you guys have anything cool, though, tag me on X and be like, yo, do you see this? Or check this out tonight when you're done. Like, you got to see this. It's crazy. And we can do that. Outside of that, though, roundtable is Wednesday. People have been asking. Wednesday is the roundtable. It's our comeback. And I don't know if they've leaked what we're doing, but we're talking about we're doing like a preview for the preseason game. So if I don't have one, at least a day before, then we'll do it over there. And then we're also doing some sort of ranking. I won't tell you what it is, 'cause I don't know if they want it out there, but we have a ranking that we're doing, which should be pretty fun. And I think the ranking is going to be live. Pretty sure the ranking is going to be live. So roundtable, everybody's been asking, Wednesday. I think that's at 6:15 Eastern. Could be a little later. Sometimes it started like that last year. But that's all NFC North. And they just launched that for every division. So that thing's going to be crazy this year. And that's weekly. Fired up for that, man. We're back. Football's back. But, yeah, I'm going to leave it here, man. I appreciate y'all joining, man. Have a great night. Y'all are crazy for staying up this late. But I'm glad y'all did, because that's when we'll be back tomorrow. And I'm out. I gotta find something good for this because this is late, man. But let me. Oh, we didn't even do our ad reads. That's all right. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We got a great. Hey, side note, we got a great partner this year. This is not like an ad read right now, but we have a great partner this year that's going. And this is what I gotta say before we leave. I don't know if we'll do it during preseason at all to test it, but I know it's gonna be a regular season thing. But we're doing like a game while we play that y'all can play versus me. Basically, we all play against each other while the actual game is going on. It's like a really fun like side game. We may test it during the preseason, but we partner with them for this season, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys tune into the live streams because instead of like we're just reacting to it, there's actually going to be a game that you guys can play along with us that we'll all play against each other for like the entire half. So tune into the live streams, man, because if I don't know for sure that we'll test it this Thursday, but we could. So tune in to see if we are. And if we do, it'll be the first half. But, yeah. Kickalicious. Oh, gosh, I just fell. Kickalicious never had a chance, man. Yo, shout out to Kickalicious, man. That's a throwback. That's a big throwback. That was before YouTube, I think. Text Hold'em with strangers, no money. It's not that, but it is like that. I don't want to say it's like Texas Hold'em, but it's related to the game, but it's against each other. It's fun. I don't think there's actually money going to be involved. I don't think, but it's going to be fun, and it's a new game that's very interactive. It's really fast, and it's like over and under stuff like that. So it's gonna be fire. I'm fired up for it. All right, we out. Have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I gotta end this thing. We out.